I'm Melissa Torres.
And I'm Marmy Leach.
And this is Movin with Mel and Marm.
What's up, Dallas? It's January.
Today we are talking about things that are on our to-do list for our houses this year.
Yeah, I'm excited, and stay till the end. We'll talk about some tips on how to make sure you're properly insured on your house.
Yes. How are you, Marmy?
I'm really good. How about you?
I'm doing well. So tell me, you don't normally wear trucker hats.
I don't normally. Have you ever seen Briley King on the internet?
Okay, we know that I don't.
Yeah.
We know this.
She has like fabulous style, a little risque, wears trucker hats with everything.
Okay.
And that's not why I'm wearing it. I didn't feel like doing my hair. But I just got this in December. I went to a concert at the Longhorn Ballroom, and I just thought this hat was so cool.
Oh, fun.
So,
what did you see?
I can't remember who I saw. It's not like a band that I follow.
Okay.
It was like somebody my mom really likes, and she came in town to see them.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and they were really good. So I didn't know the band. I'm literally blanking on their name. We'll put a picture, we'll insert a picture in here of who it was.
Yeah.
But the venue is cool because it's a very historic building. And when I say historic building, not architecturally, it's really like a barn sort of thing, but it has a lot of history to it. They reopened it a few years ago, but this venue in Dallas, so Jack Ruby owned it at one point.
Oh.
Yeah. So very cool. And they had all these glass cases with memorabilia of different artists who had performed there. So they had the Jack Ruby case of his like outfit that he would wear at the nightclub doing who knows what. And they had Loretta Lynn, Sex Pistols, Johnny Cash, just like a lot of huge names had played iconic shows at the Longhorn Ballroom.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I highly recommend going to a show there at some point. So it was like a little piece of Dallas history.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So we have started off 2025 with kind of a bumpy start.
It has
Like
2025 has been bumpy.
I mean, we just got back to school from like winter break, and then we had the Dallas snowstorm.
Yes.
We had 2 days off.
We did too.
Yeah. So how did the snow days go?
It was good. I mean, the girls don't have school on Fridays anyway, so Friday was sort of like, okay, we should be used to this by now.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just that they were sick before the snowstorm.
Mm-hmm.
So they literally went back to school on Wednesday after 3 weeks. And then they've been to school one time in the past 3.5 weeks.
Oh, y'all had school on Thursday.
No, they went to school on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
And then like no school.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, go to school. And then all of a sudden I was like, okay, stay home for 2 days. So it was a little hard to get some stuff done during the snow day, but I tried to just embrace it and work when I could. They're napping now. Thank God. They were not napping for a long time, and it was brutal.
Oh.
So that gives a little reprieve. Because at this age, it's like they need you like all the time. They're not really playing by themselves.
Yep.
I mean, they are, but you can't like walk away.
Yeah. There's too many things that could happen.
And they're just like, where are you?
Yeah. Did y'all play in the snow?
We did a little bit. They didn't love it. I think I just didn't have the proper gear. They got a little bit wet. And their hands were like super cold. I mean, that's like, I'm so Texan
That is
now.
so funny.
Yeah. Did you guys?
Yes. And we need to insert a video of Jonathan. We went to the hill.
Yeah.
And
What hill?
so at St. Pat's, there's like a hill. There's a couple good hills in Lake Highlands, and Flagpole Hill is a good one to go to, but figured that was going to be too busy. So we just went because it's like the church, so not a lot of people know about it. And
Secret spot.
Secret's
Secret's out.
But some kids had like made ramps, and so Jonathan was trying to hit the ramp, but like above the ramp, the snow had all melted above it. So he's like trying to sled down just a muddy hill.
I think I saw that video. Hilarious.
It is so funny. And like where it gets me is like he's trying to get down the sled, and it's not happening. And then he goes, let's go. Like kind of a, not a frustrated, but like just an excited, like he's going to start going in.
Like the song, let's go.
Yeah. And nothing happened. It was really funny. So we had a lot of fun. We went sledding Friday. We should have gone sledding Thursday, but Thursday I was trying to get a lot of stuff done. I did. We put Jonathan in the sled, and I pulled him across the sidewalk for like
fun.
Around the block. He tried to get Teddy to do it, and Teddy was not interested. And it's like, here, I'll pull you in the sled.
Teddy the dog did not want to get on a moving.
Yeah, Teddy was like, I am not a work dog. No.
When it's snowing or like raining, Walter is such a baby about it. He tries to find the driest piece of grass. He'll like walk right next to the house and be like, I do not want anything to. He's like a cat. He's like,
really?
Yeah, I do not want anything to do with that snow. Meanwhile, Rosie's like rolling around in it. So yeah.
Yeah, Teddy is like fine. He's fine. He's like unbothered, but he doesn't get overly excited, but he doesn't like try to avoid it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It seems like our annual snowstorm or ice storm came a little early this year. So you think we'll get another one?
Oh, I 100% think we're getting another one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do. I think
I feel like we kind of dodged a bullet with that one. It was not too
that
cold
bad.
that we didn't have to worry about the pipes.
Yeah, it was not that bad. It didn't like the snow didn't stick. The roads are fine. Like Peter closed the restaurants Friday, and we went. We all like got in the car and went to check on the restaurant, and he was like, I should not have closed. It was fine.
Yeah.
Like, and it's
But they said it could have been, they were like 1 inch to 12 inches.
I know.
Like, that's a huge difference.
I know. And it's so hard because, I mean, people have to commute, and you want to like err on the side of caution because if you don't close and you open and people are forced to drive into work and like somebody got in an accident or something, then it's awful.
Yeah.
And so, it's hard to balance. But I know in McKinney, like my parents got way more than we did. So it was and just like a 30-minute difference.
Yeah.
It was like night and day difference.
I saw pictures of one of my friends in Prosper, and it looked like they had 6 inches of snow, and we had maybe like an inch and a half.
Yeah, and ours was like slush.
Ours was like slush, yeah.
Yeah, it was not.
Cries in Dallas.
Yeah. But it was fun, and so the boys went back, Tuesday. So we had school Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they were out Thursday, Friday, and then they're out Friday and Monday.
They're out today? Or next
No,
Friday and Monday?
This Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Friday and next Monday.
Yeah, mine have next Monday and Tuesday off.
Jonathan really wants to go camping.
It's a little cold to go camping.
I know, but
I think it's supposed to be really cold on Monday, like 15 degrees.
Okay. Well, there's this YouTube channel that it's called Outdoor Boys.
Oh, that's
think.
cool.
It's really cute. I think they live in Alaska, and it's this dad with his 2 young boys, and they go camping all the time. Well, they went camping in the snow. So Jonathan doesn't understand why we can't go camping in the snow. And I'm like, Jonathan, I'm not skilled. We would freeze. Like, that's why.
And you do not have the gear. Do you have like a tent?
I have a tent.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
And like legit camping sleeping bags and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. You are prepared.
I mean, the boys have sleeping bags. I don't.
Yeah.
But the boys have them.
Yeah.
And Maddie, I mean, she went to Girl Scout camp.
Yeah.
Actually, she was in Scouts, like when the Boy Scouts went co-ed. She did like Scouts. And so she has a sleeping bag.
Oh, that's cool.
We can make it work, but it would be really miserable.
It would be, I don't think I could do it that cold.
Yeah.
Godspeed. That'll be our next episode.
We'll see. I would have to go to like West Texas or South Texas or something where it's warmer.
Yeah. No, I think yeah. Is West Texas, like Amarillo is colder than here.
Yeah, but that's a little, I'm
It's
like
northern.
thinking like Odessa.
Oh,
That's a little south, like west and south.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do really want to go out there because they have the McDonald Observatory, and like it's the darkest night sky.
Okay, I have been out there. So I went to this place called Rancho Loma. I don't know if they still do like overnight reservations there, but I can put a link and I can put a picture up too. But Rancho Loma is this place a little bit past, where's Tech? Where's Texas Tech?
Lubbock.
Lubbock? Yeah, okay. Okay, I did not grow up in Texas. Okay, like, I don't know if it's not DFW or one of the bigger cities. Okay, so Rancho Loma, it's like probably an hour outside of Lubbock.
Okay.
And it's this ranch and his chef who was either from Dallas or Houston or something. He was a like very well-known chef, decided to buy a ranch home there, and he does these like 5-course dinners.
Oh, nice.
And they built these casitas on the property. And so you can rent a casita, and then they have like a telescope and you can see the night sky. And it's the first time I've ever seen the Milky Way, like for real.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like the purple and pink
Yeah.
and like so much depth to it. It was wild.
Yeah.
So highly recommend.
Okay. In my next chapter of my life, I want to live on a ranch and have casitas. And
Yes. I know you do.
a lodge. That's what I want to do. Next chapter.
Next chapter.
Yeah.
I think you can do it. I mean, your heart is there.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, I don't know, different kind of lifestyle.
You'd have to completely change your life.
Oh, yeah. It is interesting, like, number one, how much we can take for granted of, like, having a Target that's 5 minutes away from the house.
And doing a
like,
pickup order.
yes. Like, just, and having, like, next day delivery with Amazon, like, even in some country, like, you're not going to get that. It's just not on demand. You have to, like, really plan trips. You can't run into the grocery store for a jug of milk. Like, you have to really plan it out. But
yeah,
it's just nice.
My brother, even in a big city and other places, so my brother just moved to Madrid. And my sister-in-law was telling me how you can't just go pick out a lamp at Target. Like, there's not stores where you can just go get like a cheap lamp on Amazon or Target. Like, she's been trying to decorate their new apartment, and she's using a designer because that's just easier to like order all the stuff. You could go to like a fancy furniture store, but they don't have just like quick on-demand things.
Yeah. When my father-in-law, they redid the house in Greece, and it's in like a little village in Greece, but they had to ship furniture from here.
Wow.
Because you couldn't get, or it would be so expensive and like what you could get. So it made more sense to ship it from here.
Yeah. My brother shipped some they stored a lot of it because they're doing like, I don't know how long they're going to be there, but they shipped some of it and it's still not there because it just goes on a boat. It takes a long time. So yeah. So crazy.
Are they having the best time?
They're having the best time. They are loving it.
Oh,
I'm so happy for them.
that's awesome. Are y'all going to go visit?
We're going to go visit next summer.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm excited because I studied abroad in Madrid. And so I haven't been back since then.
Oh.
So it's been since college. So it'll be really fun to see it again and see
that's
Spain.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Well, speaking of other places, our current event today, we did want to talk about the fires in Los Angeles area.
Yeah, it's awful.
So awful. I mean, people have lost, entire towns are gone. I think there's a small death toll. It's just horrible. So our hearts are with everybody there.
Yeah. And I mean, it's easy to think about like the celebrities that are being affected and like, but there's plenty of regular people that are being affected too. And so if you have any desire to help, we'll link some ways that you can help.
It's just crazy. It's something that when you don't live in a place that has fires or that sort of like natural disaster situation, it's just hard to envision what that's like and how it gets so out of hand like that.
Well, and fire is like so scary.
It feels so like a loss of control.
Yes. And my grandparents lived in Northern California, and we were visiting over the summer. They lived in Copperopolis, and there were wildfires at the time, and they were miles and miles away. Like you had like a little bit of smoke in the air, but nothing like, we were very safe. But the amount of anxiety that I felt of thinking that, within 20 miles or whatever, there were raging wildfires, it was unbelievable. So I can only imagine. The video of the two guys that are in the house with like all the glass windows and the fire just raging around them. I mean, it just looks like a scene from hell. I mean, it's awful. So I hope that that's something that we never experience here, and my heart goes out to the people that are living through it.
And same for the people in Asheville, North Carolina, with that, and the surrounding areas with that horrible disaster with Hurricane Helene that happened. I mean, our hearts are just with people, and we're going to put links on how to help if you're looking for ways to help.
Yeah, because the people in Asheville are still very much dealing with the aftermath of that. I mean, that goes to show like how long after something like that happens, like you're still dealing with it, like where the rest of the world moves on and doesn't, think about it. Like it takes time, a lot of time to recoup from that.
We will put links in our podcast of how you can help both Los Angeles and the Asheville, North Carolina area. So our topic today is something I'm excited about and I think about a lot, is what would I like to do to my house this year? What's on my docket for this year?
I have reached the point where it is overwhelming to me, like, because it's more of like all of the maintenance stuff. It's not the fun stuff of like re-envisioning a space. It's all of the caulking that separates from
also important, but
very important. But it's like all of that stuff that makes a huge difference that you have to do, but it's like it's not fun and it's just overwhelming.
Yeah, those are things people forget about, like especially with new construction. Even new construction, after a few years, you're gonna have to re-caulk things. I mean, things just move around here.
Yeah, I mean, there needs to be like a list of, okay, every year you need to do these things. Just expect it.
We should create that list.
We will create that list.
So I will go first. Okay. I'll talk about what I want to do. This is a big project, and hopefully I can try it this year. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. But I currently have 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. And I have this dilemma where one full bathroom is not next to a bedroom. It's right over there. You can see it. It's next to the playroom or like the second living room and the kitchen. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. But anytime I have a guest, so all the bedrooms are down one hallway. So anytime I have a guest, they have to go to that bathroom like down the hall. So what I would like to do is turn a very large closet space that backs up to a bathroom, a very large bathroom, into 2 small bathrooms with a tub. Because the one bathroom we have is super long and big, and we could turn the tub to make it work. And then we could back up and just mirror that exact same bathroom behind it. Because your standard guest bathroom in a house could be like 5 by 8.
Yeah.
So, because right now, the larger bathrooms, like 8 by 12. So it's like there's a lot of wasted space in it. So that's one big project I would like to do. The second project I would like to do is repainting a little bit. I painted some colors. I did this pink here, and after I did I like pivoted on the pink last minute when the painter was here. Have you ever done that?
No.
Well, I have. I had this whole thing figured out.
I usually am picking out the paint originally when the painter is there, so I don't have time to pivot.
Well, I had this color picked out, and then I was like, oh, it feels like a little bit dark. I think I need something lighter. And then I randomly pivoted to this baby pink. It's just fine. It's just too stark from some other colors in my house. So I want to paint this room, and I want to repaint my kitchen cabinets a different color. They're like a grayish blue, which was very 2016, and it was great, but I feel like it's a little bit dated, and it also has a lot of scuffs on it.
There is, all of my stuff that I want to do is painting and just updating that kind of stuff. We've redone like our house. So there's nothing that really, now if we redid some things, I would do them differently, but it's like not enough of a difference to like redo it again. So it's just painting, but we do have the blue that I would like to change to maybe like a charcoal or something like that.
The blue where?
The blue, our front door and our back door.
Like accents. Yeah.
And then our like the library shelves are blue too. So I think I would redo those a different color.
I do love those library shelves, but I get it. Like you get kind of bored, sick
Mhm.
of seeing the same color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do also like the really dark green rooms that like the wall shelves, everything are like the really dark green, but I don't want to do anything that's like super polarizing because I don't want to like get tired of it.
Yeah.
So,
I know. If only if you had like endless amounts of money
mhm.
to like do one thing and then when you get sick of it, just change it.
Yeah, or if I could paint myself, that would be one thing because then I would like be painting all the time, but I can't. I'm not a good painter. I am not an expert painter.
I'm not an expert painter either. I have painted a house before, a very small house that we
Mhm.
remodeled. And it was very cathartic. It
Mhm.
was, and I listened to a book on tape and I loved it, but it was all the same color and it was a more matte color. So it was easier to like paint it without any mistakes. And I even did the trim the same and the
Mhm.
ceiling.
That's impressive.
So it took like a week or two, but
Yeah. That's a lot.
I got a lot better as I was going.
Yeah, I don't think I'm good at it at all. Like even just rolling on the wall, I feel like it looks so much better when it's sprayed by a professional.
Yeah.
Like,
Spray is really the way to go.
yeah.
So one other thing I do want to do is I need to like re-landscape my front. It's
I'm not laughing at yours. I'm thinking about mine.
I've never like had a green thumb. It's a little sad and we have a broken bench that's been up there for like 2 years. But it's just when you never go out the front, you forget about it. Also, Santa's still laying on the ground. The other day, Franny goes, Dada, Santa's playing in the snow. We have like an inflatable Santa.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm not judging your front at all. Because I totally sympathize with that. At one point, I got really close to having a really pretty front yard. And then between the squirrels that are like digging for acorns and like pulling up my flowers and my 5-year-old that wants to dig everywhere and like all he needs is a pile of dirt to be happy, I just have given up on front landscaping.
That's one thing. Like having little kids, there's a lot of things in your house that are just going to be what they're going to be for a while.
Yep.
That's what I say about my kitchen table that is like that round IKEA table and it's literally peeling like on the top, but we do Play-Doh, we paint, we eat like lunch, we do everything on that table. I'm like, I'm not going to replace it and ruin a beautiful table.
Yeah, our kitchen table is not in good shape either.
Yeah.
And it's like the boys, they're coloring and they're getting, yeah, and it wipes off to some degree, but there's discoloration. And it's like it's not worth replacing it and then being anxious and like overly protective of things when you just want your kids to be able to, explore.
Agree. I'd rather them explore creativity and have fun than worry about what kind of kitchen table I have right now.
Yeah.
There's beauty in that.
Yes, there is. Now, I will say, since I do have an older kid, there's different, like she rearranges her furniture all the time. And does she ask for help when she's moving heavy furniture? No, she just pushes it across the floor. And so there are spots that I'm like, okay, the floor is scratched because you're moving the furniture. So I don't know. Maybe someday, like, I have a feeling that the boys are going to be rough as teenagers too.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
One day.
Yeah, one day.
We want to thank you for listening today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and review our channel.
The link is in our bio for more episodes.
I'm Marmy Leach.
And I'm Melissa Torres.
And
this is Movin' with Mel and Marm.